Disney has been pumping out lots of live-action remakes to their animated classics, and since our last video, a few of them have been released and more announced. It's time to revisit our remakes list and update you on everything coming from Disney. Remember, this list is not 100% guaranteed. Some of these remakes are only in pre-production, and some might get cancelled altogether. Also, the release dates could be switched around. Okay, we've got 15 movies on our list. Are you ready? First up is The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Ring the bells and get ready for Quasimodo and the rest of the gang in the live-action retelling of the hunchback who lives sheltered from the world high up in the bell towers of Notre Dame. It's definitely one of Disney's darkest films from the 1990s, full of dramatic events, strong themes, and a message of tolerance that you didn't see in many kids' films at that time.
Who is this creature?
Who?
What is he?
What?
How did he come to be there?
How?
Hush!
Critics commented that the film might be too violent and scary for young children. Frozen star Josh Gad is said to produce the film. Could that mean he might also star as Quasimodo? It would be really cool to see a turn-of-the-century Paris come to life. The movie will likely be filmed on a green screen, as the city of Paris is much different than it was during the story. And since the tragic fire that destroyed much of the cathedral, Disney will have to really rely on CGI graphics to rebuild it for the film. No word on when this movie will be released. Number 14. Pinocchio. I'm not gonna lie, this movie has had a few bumps in the road already and it's just in pre-production. Original director Sam Mendes left the project, and then Paddington director Paul King as well after it was said to be cancelled. Now Disney is in talks to bring the legendary Robert Zemeckis on board to direct. If you don't know his name, you definitely know his movies. There's Back to the Future, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and Forrest Gump, just to name a few. Disney needs to make sure this is good. Dumbo was a good movie, but it didn't do as well at the box office compared to Aladdin or The Lion King.
Be a pal! Call that beetle! Call anybody!
Pinocchio is another kind of dark Disney movie with a subject matter that'll definitely have to change. I don't think Disney will want to show Pinocchio getting sick and high from smoking. Let's see what ends up happening with this little wooden boy. Number 13. Night on Bald Mountain. Based on a sequence from Disney's Fantasia released in 1940, filmmakers are planning a full-on live-action movie about a character you probably don't even know about. This opens the doors for Disney to tell any story they want, since there's not that much source material to draw from. No word on production or anticipated release. Number 12. Yes, it's another live-action Snow White, but this is the first one from Disney. The Amazing Spider-Man director Mark Webb is set to direct the project, which will be a musical. La La Land songwriters are also attached to write new songs for the film. This sounds great, but I'm really hoping Snow White doesn't end up with that high-pitched voice like she did in the original. That was just too annoying for me. No release date has been set for this movie. Number 11. The Jungle Book 2. Mowgli and the gang are back after the visually groundbreaking remake ruled the box office in 2016, making just under $1 billion. Director Jon Favreau, the director from the first film, and who last directed the Lion King remake, is attached once again. I can't wait to see what they do when we go back to the jungle for some new songs, epic action, and fun. There is still a lot that can be told in this story, thanks to the abundant source material and Rudyard Kipling's work. No release date has been set, but we're hoping to see this before 2025. That's a long wait. Number 10. Prince Charming. No, it's not another princess movie. This time Disney is putting the spotlight on Charming. The world of Cinderella is getting remade with a twist.
I forbid you to take another step down these stairs! Okay.
Fans never got to see the backstory of Prince Charming, or really even get to know who he was as a person, and that's about to change. This is another one where Disney can go anywhere they want. No release date has been set for Prince Charming. Number 9. Peter Pan. We've definitely seen way too many remakes of this story, but my personal favorite has always been Steven Spielberg's Hook, starring Robin Williams. But we've never seen a live-action version from Disney. The story of Pan versus Hook and the fight to never grow up could be an epic adventure in live action. Neverland is full of adventure and fantasy. If done right, it could be something like the Pirates of the Caribbean, but with a flying kid. You could think all the happy thoughts you want, there's no release date that's been announced, so you're just gonna have to wait. Number 8. Genies. Now I don't know if this one's still gonna happen. It was originally planned to lead up to a live-action Aladdin movie, but as you already know, Disney has already given us their live-action take on Aladdin, with Will Smith as the genie.
Excuse me, boy, where's your boss?
Genies is said to be focused on the realm of genies, and tells how the genie ended up enslaved in the lamp. It's a unique prequel story, but it seems like this one has gone up in smoke. Who knows, if we get news about it, you'll be the first to know. But speaking of Aladdin, Number 7. Aladdin 2. Now this one I'm really excited for because it can really go anywhere. Aladdin was a huge success, making over $1 billion at the box office. Since the release, fans have been asking to see Return of Jafar, but personally, I'd like to see the filmmakers use this opportunity to tell a whole new story with these characters, especially since Return of Jafar was a horribly downgraded straight-to-video release.
Oh, and everybody is safe and sound.
He's so powerful.
His lamp. You destroyed Jafar's lamp. You destroyed Jafar.
The animation was just bad. Anyway, a new story would be so much more exciting, or if anything, take the story from the third film.
Time to go, Aladdin.
It's all in early talks right now, so if they end up making a sequel, it probably won't be for several more years, but maybe we can wish for it sooner.
You're getting your wishes, so sit down!
Number 6. The Sword in the Stone. It's been a long road for the Sword in the Stone remake, but it's finally coming together. The movie is being written by Brian Cogman from Game of Thrones, and other notable crew members include cinematographers from the Transformers spin-off Bumblebee and the live-action remake of Lady and the Tramp. Sword in the Stone is a magical movie full of wizards, witches, and squirrels. It's also said that Disney is developing a Merlin saga. Exciting times for fantasy adventure lovers. This movie will be made for Disney Plus, and no release date is set. Number 5. The Little Mermaid. Disney will finally take audiences under the sea in the epic story of The Little Mermaid. The internet went crazy when they learned that Halle Bailey was cast as Ariel. They are still going crazy, but it's official and not changing, so get over it.
My nerves are shot. This is a catastrophe.
Halle Bailey is talented and beautifully vibrant, perfect for the role of Ariel. I cannot wait to see what she does with the character. Jonah Hauer-King will play the role of Prince Eric. Javier Bardem is in talks to play King Triton, with Melissa McCarthy all but confirmed to play the Sea Witch Ursula. As for Ariel's sidekicks, Jacob Tremblay will voice Flounder, the hilarious Aquafina will be Scuttle, and Hamilton star Daveed Diggs will be Sebastian.
Under the sea.
This is a huge project, as much of the movie takes place underwater, and with special effects technology improving every year, this is going to look amazing. Can you believe that the original animated film is over 30 years old now? Wow, time flies. The Little Mermaid remake doesn't have a release date yet, but it's definitely coming in the next few years. Number 4. Tink. Tink is an upcoming movie giving us a different perspective on the story of Peter Pan, starring none other than Tinkerbell. Reese Witherspoon is taking on the role of the fairy, and Finding Dory writer is penning the script, which I'd love to see take viewers to Pixie Hollow, but it's rumored to follow the timeline of the original Peter Pan narrative. Disney will need a lot of magic to get this movie right. Number 3. Cruella. Now we've seen 101 Dalmatians come to life before, and it was great. Glenn Close was the perfect Cruella de Vil, but now Disney wants to take it way back to when Cruella was young, at the start of her fashion career that ends up turning to the pooch. Emma Stone stars as a young Cruella, and the promotional photo looks amazing, and Cruella looks punk rock stylish with her dogs. Wait, she likes Dalmatians? Are these her pets? We may finally get to see Cruella's dark ride into hating those Dalmatians. The film is set to be released on May 28, 2021. Number 2. Mulan. Disney is retelling the epic story of Mulan, and it's right around the corner. Fans of the original animated classic, though, might be a little upset to realize that there's no Mushu or singing in this version. Disney has changed up a few things to make it less playful and more serious, focusing on the original Ballad of Mulan. I'm a little sad that the Luck Dragon Mushu has been taken out of the movie, but after seeing the new trailer, he doesn't really fit. Instead, Mulan will have a mystical phoenix by her side.
Alright, that's it. Dishonor. Dishonor on your whole family. Make a note of this. Dishonor on you. Dishonor on your cow.
But don't worry, all the magic isn't gone. The new villain is a shape-shifting witch that will definitely give Mulan a fight. Mulan heads to battle on March 27, 2020. Number 1. Lilo and Stitch. Stitch is coming to life like never before in live action. Experiment 626 escapes to Hawaii where he meets a little girl named Lilo, who will introduce him to being nice, how to surf, and of course, Elvis. It's nothing new to see fluffy animated characters come to life like Alvin and the Chipmunks, Pikachu, and Sonic the Hedgehog. But if it's not done right, Stitch could look really scary as a photorealistic creature. But I don't think Disney will mess it up like the filmmakers did with the original Sonic the Hedgehog design. Luckily, they fixed that. Stitch could end up being the cutest Disney creature ever, but he would be competing with Baby Yoda, who was just too darn cute. Well, that wraps up our updated list for Disney's live-action movie remakes. There are others that are rumored like Brother Bear, Chip and Dale, and Rose Red, but we tried to keep the list as solid as possible. What are you most excited to see come to life? Leave your comments down below, and hit that subscribe button to stay up to date on everything Disney. And if you want to become a member of our channel, click that join button. You'll get early access to videos, chat stickers, and more. Plus you'll just be supporting music creator because I work really hard on these videos. Alright, thanks for watching and we'll see you soon.